Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Box Score Sports YouTube channel. I'm your host, Ryan, and what we are doing is we are going to be previewing every single NBA team to celebrate tip-off week in the NBA. We're going to have videos of every team's, hopefully 10 minutes or less, of our favorite moves, least favorite moves. We're going to talk about questions, concerns. We're going to predict whether they're a playoff team, a contender, a lottery team, or a play-in team. We're going to hit on all those and every single teams. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts on your favorite teams going into the season or on the team of each video that we will be posting. With that said, let's get into our prediction.
Previewing the Chicago Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls were 40 and 42 last year. They were the 10th seed. They lost the play-in game, I think, to the Heat. Yeah, and the Heat went on that run. So if you're gonna lose to one team, that's fine. Interesting team. I'm not gonna speak a lot of positive things about the Bulls, guys, because they're sort of like the Lonzo thing really hurt them. And I think it's continuing to like haunt them in a sense because of his injury, which is sad. But I don't know. I feel like this team is kind of like, okay, Zach LaVine's going to be fire. We know what DeRozan brings. Vucevic is a solid center, but it's kind of like the same as last year. And you're kind of wondering if some of these young guys are going to take, like Patrick Williams, can they take another leap? But I don't know, guys. I'm not big on the Bulls this year. Sorry, Bulls fans. Tell me why I'm wrong in the comments down below. But be nice. Be nice. Okay, so favorite move. I like that they got Dosunmu back. I like him. He's a 6'5" point guard. He's only 23 years old, and they got him for $7 million a year. Perfect, right? A perfect backup point guard. I think that is going to help them. I also always liked the Sumu. So I think, again, it's just a good sign. They didn't do a whole lot in free agency. So that was my favorite move they made. Least favorite move, Vucevic for $20 million a year. I just don't know. Is he that much different than other centers around the league that you could pay like almost a mid-level to? He is a good offensive center. I'm not trying to take that away from him. But it's like you kind of experimented the last couple years, and with Lonzo Ball, it worked out where you had a hard-nosed defense, and you had Ball and Caruso with Patrick Williams and LaVine and DeRozan and Vucevic, but you don't have Ball anymore. And I feel like that was one of the teams that you would look at, and honestly, I would say fully healthy, they're probably a really hard team to beat. But the fact, if you lose one of those pieces, one of those important pieces, they become kind of like not such a great team. They had a players only meeting after their first loss of the year. It just no good vibes is coming from that team right now. And I just didn't, you can't lose the asset, but if I had to pick anything, that would be my least favorite move. Biggest questions, comments, concerns going into the season, just like, are we doing this again? I just feel as long as you're basically the same roster, I don't know if it's going to be any different. Is Billy Donovan a good head coach? I always thought he was, but who knows? I honestly think this is my blow it up candidate. If I had to pick one in the Eastern Conference, I think this one would be probably number one on my list. They have a lot of solid pieces, but I don't think they have enough pieces to make them at a level of a contender or a playoff team that they want to be. I could see them getting rid of LaVine for a lot of assets and getting rid of DeRozan for assets, Caruso, and even Vucevic. Maybe Vucevic, which maybe that's why they re-signed him, is because like, okay, 20 million years, another team will stomach that. But there's going to be teams out there looking for a seller. And I think the Bulls could really make it happen if they choose to do that, because they have a lot of solid players. It's just that together, it just doesn't seem to me to be appealing at all. So they were almost 500 last year, which is what I would say they are. They're mediocre. So I don't know. I think this is a good blow it up candidate, and I think it would make the NBA a little bit more fun. Bulls, just do a hard reset. That's what you need to do. Okay, prediction. I have them as a play-in team if they stay as is. Maybe the 10th play-in team, but if they blow it up, obviously they're not going to make the play-in. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens, but the Bulls are a play-in team. I had to pause because I had to double check my notes. I don't have them as a play-in team. I don't have them making the playoffs, which is probably where I should have them. They're not going to make the playoffs. And here's, I guess, my theory is basically some of the Eastern teams, the younger ones like the Indiana Pacers, the Orlando Magic, they just got like better. They got better. And the Bulls, they kind of stay the same. And again, I really think this team is going to blow it up. So sorry for that play-in prediction, they're actually going to make the lottery. They're going to be a lottery team to me. So that's all I have for the Bulls. Bulls fans, I know you're probably upset. Tell me why I'm wrong. Don't just say it's stupid take. Just tell me why it's a stupid take. I don't mind if you say it's a stupid take. Just tell me why. Let me know your predictions down below. Would you like your team to blow it up? I think that's a fair question. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.